governance on this one. Those of us who believe in devolution proper, first of all, do not believe that these institutions should even exist. Because if water is a devolved function, I don't even know what you are doing negotiating with them. You as a county entity or county government should be the one to set the rates for the products. There was an even greater conversation in the Senate one time that we get a lot of our water from, say, Muranga. We should be paying Muranga that money for that abstraction and not this national government, if indeed Muranga can claim that the water belongs to them. But we know that the water does not belong to them. It just happens to be there. But my... Yes. I'm being told it came from Nyandarua. It was just passing through Muranga. I don't know how true that is. But my issue is sometimes, Governor, you use language that is very deceptive here. When you say that the current tariff is not responsive to inflation and cost recovery, what are you saying? And when you say you want review of tariffs in Nairobi, can you say with a straight face that you want Nairobians to pay more for the water? Engineer Muguna is saying that we, the domestic users, are actually the best in terms of payments. So why do you want to punish us by reviewing the tariff upwards?
Review? No one has said upwards, Senator.
Are you saying downwards?
First of all, no one has said upwards.
So are you saying downwards?
It doesn't have to be up or down.
Sure.
It is how a tariff has components.
Yes.
Yeah. There are different variables that create a tariff. That is all. You remember we have had the discussion on Green Nairobi company that is supposed to get a percentage from the water tariff without necessarily making it more or higher. That's the discussion we're in. Nairobians pay for their water very well. And even several breweries. And East Africa breweries are taking, is it a sixth of our water? 100 million liters per day, yet we have 600. So sometimes, I was wondering why are we giving breweries so much water, but still, it's our citizens still who drink the product from there. Nairobi Bottlers is number 2, Kenyatta University number 3. They're paying, so that's not the issue. But the issue was this issue of now WASREP wanting us to pay them 4% of our revenue. I think that should be, and I will write, Chair.
That one we are on agreement, so can you just state for the record, the people of Nairobi should not expect higher water tariffs?
No, you can't box me to say that, to make an announcement.
That's what you have said.
No, I've said what I've said. I've said what I've said, Senator. Don't get an announcement, but when we want to announce the tariff, it will be announced.
That's what I'm saying. My concern was, we, the users of the water, you've confirmed yourself, we just want you to insulate us from higher tariffs when you are doing this negotiation. As we fight for you, you leave WASREP to us, but you make an assurance to...
Senator, I'm also a good politician. I have said what I've said.
And we have also noted what you have refused.
Exactly, yes. That's good.
Resolution of the Senate on payment of monies that were pending to Trust and Love Fund. Wasn't there a resolution of the Senate to give timelines for the payment of that?
Yes, in fact, that's what I wanted to raise with the governor. We had an inquiry, a full inquiry done by this committee on the issue of outstanding pension, where counties owe pensioners close to 80 billion shillings. So this matter was serious. We did a resolution of the House. We recommended the creation of a task force by Treasury. Treasury has created the task force. The task force has collected views from all the counties, but they have not submitted the report to us yet because they said they have not met Nairobi County.
That is not true. I've met them.
And your bill
I have met them, Chair.
Your bill is 8.7
billion. In fact,
billion.
Chair, I have guided them on how to rehabilitate something called actuarial deficit.
Yeah.
The maths that they were using is completely wrong from professional point of view. Actual deficit cannot be charged at the same time as the interest, especially when an entity is engaging. And just that alone, my intervention at the 14th floor of Treasury has almost halved what these companies are asking counties. Chair, I remember I was the chairman of Labour in this house.
Yeah.
And that discussion started then. In fact, at some point, we had proposed a conditional grant to counties to be able to address the issue of the verified outstanding amounts in pensions. As we speak, I'm also the chair of human resource at the COG. So it's something I'm very well seized of. And Nairobi's position is that we want to offset it in a way that is not going to create more debt to the city, which had been the loan. So the task force should not use that as an excuse. I've sat with them. In fact, after the meeting, they asked me to do for them a paper, because I think we educated them a bit. The problem was that what was being proposed by the actuaries of the companies, or rather of the institutions that are owed. So you see, it was skewed towards them. And I'll give you an example. In Nairobi, we cleared, for instance, I've cleared my entire lab fund debt, which is a milestone. I've cleared the principal, but the interest is still there. So now I'm only paying interest, yet somebody is going to come and claim actuarial deficit. Professionally, that's not how it's supposed to be done. And so we're engaging with them. But the point is that we wanted ours cleared by way of that swap. And number two, I have attended that task force and we've engaged very positively. That time it was chaired by Albert Mwenda.
So Governor, we have seen your colleagues do agreements with these institutions. Makueni is the most recent example that I can remember. Do you have agreements with these institutions on how we are going to clear these debts?
No.
Because if it's just statements of intent, then they are not helpful to us.
So the outcome of that process is to now present the new bill, what amount it is. As I told you, we've almost halved, based on that reclassification that we've done within the task force. When I went to, I think, who did I go with? South Kerich, and some members of my team. So you do an agreement based on now what they're saying, okay, based on this is what we owe you, or rather you owe us.
So what stage is that process?
There's a task force, I don't know, it's under Treasury. Once they conclude, then they will have now a figure that they are claiming from us. That is what we are waiting for.
So actually we have invited the CS twice to appear before us and table the final report, which has a number of recommendations, including having debt settlement agreements with those companies, including even conditional grant from the national government, and also including having a bond that can be given to counties to clear, and then they pay back. So there is a raft of recommendations.
And Chair, I'll ask you to be really keen on that. Without imputing any improper motive, some of these institutions have in the past used that issue of the debt to get assets from counties, to untwist counties. You need to protect how the debts are sorted out. And I mean, if we had time, I would come and give some recommendations when it comes to that. It happened in Nairobi, in previous administrations. They gave out, which estate is this? Mariakani estate. And they have not even been able to recoup yet. The potential of partnering with these institutions to create a bankable project that then has beneficiaries, both the county and your debt is sorted out, is huge, because they have a lot of liquidity, Chair. So that's the direction you should take. Okay. An engagement with them, for instance, Your Excellency, but also Your Excellent, you're becoming a governor. I can give you an example of a project we're looking at around the CBD with them that would cost maybe around 9 billion, but we do it as a joint venture. Even urban renewal, housing, if we go into joint ventures with these funds, one, they're able to adhere to the RBA ratio of assets and liquidity. Number two, they're able to ensure the pensioners have, assured income over time, because that is what is most important. And three, you don't burden counties. That is what my proposal would be on that regard.
Chair.
Yes. Proceed.
Chair, long outstanding trade and other payables is usually the audit query here is that they are not within the credit period, which is the outstanding more than 180 days. What the auditor is trying to allude here is very simple. Are they being considered fast charge? Because that is what should happen, given that, again, I still go back to the issue of material and material uncertainty. But Chair, the response here with what in the financial statements do not tally. And I want us to go to note 8. I mean, not 29 of the financial statements, so that perhaps you can just help me understand some things, Governor, here. Because I believe that the financial statements are not prepared by the auditor. From the signing, I can see here it is signed by Paul Omondi, Chairman Arnold Karanja, and MD Nation Muguna. Those are the people who signed this financial document, isn't it, Governor? So let's go to note 8, not two. I don't know what I'm saying. Note 8, note 29. So in note 29, the trade and payables is 2.7 billion. Is that so, Auditor? I just want to be sure that this is the document that you received from the Governor.
Yes, Chair.
The gratuity accrued is 79 million. The employee payables is 2.3 billion. And then other payables is 116 million. I leave here confused. I don't know who you're owing, Governor. Because what you have given here and what the people who organized these finances did here are two different things. The only thing that is tallying here is perhaps the outstanding amount that is observed by the auditor, which is 5.3 billion. But based on the audited finances, it's different.
Chair, you know, Senator Sifuna said something very useful, that when many people here are not accountants. Let me just ask my finance director to explain to you very slowly what each part of this means.
Fine. That's fine.
You must protect us from the governor.
Oh, you're the one who introduced that.
Now he's casting aspersions as to our ability to comprehend. Financial
Okay, let's go the way he wants it. Let's go the way he wants it. There's no problem. Let's go just slowly as you want us to go through.
Proceed.
Even I am also not an accountant.
Accountant, proceed.
Thank you. Through the